How you doing? Bill DeWeese here from VoiceOverRevolution.com. And I want to thank you for joining me for this 4-part series, The 4 Links of the VoiceOver Chain. And today we wrap up the series with the 4th and final link of the chain, and I'll talk about those in just a second. But first, I've got to give a 15-second plug to something I'm just super excited about. It's my annual Spring Fever voiceover sale. Spring is a time to green up what's brown and dead and dying, to move things forward. It's a time for a new life, new birth, a second chance. And if you're looking for that for your voiceover business, your voiceover career, then I want to invite you to check out springfeversale.com. And all I'll say is it's over 40 hours of training content at a dramatically reduced rate, and it's only through this Friday night, midnight Central Time. So check it out, springfeversale.com. Okay, the 4 links to the voiceover chain. Week 1, we talked about that link being the technical quality of your audio. So before you even get started, you've got to make sure that the audio quality that you're recording from your home studio is going to be competitive. That's link number 1. Link number 2 is you've got to have the performance skills. So we know that what you're going to record is technically going to be good quality. Then the question becomes, will your auditions, will the final projects that you record, will what comes out of your mouth be performed in a quality way? So that's the second link. The third link is once you have your product together, because product always precedes what? Marketing. Third is your marketing plan. It's great to have skills, it's great to be able to record, but do you have a plan where you can actually put this into play to get your demo in front of the right people, to create opportunities, to create not only jobs, but ongoing clients? So that was link number 3, which brings us to link number 4. Link number 4, and this is so important and so critical, and that is execution. I recently saw what I think is just a phenomenal quote from writer and biographer Walter Isaacson, which is this: dreaming, or rather, not dreaming, close, vision. Vision without execution is hallucination. Vision without execution is hallucination. And frankly, it's a lot easier to dream. It's a lot easier to desire. It's a lot easier to want something than it is to do the steps necessary to make it happen. And so if you want to make sure that the dreams that you have regarding having a voiceover business, a voiceover career materializes, then those dreams you have to have a plan of attack. But just as, if not more importantly, you have to be able to execute that plan, meaning that day in and day out, you do the nitty-gritty of what it takes to get you to where you want to be. You may have heard me mention before that I've run a couple of marathons. I've run the Chicago Marathon a couple of times, and I'm attempting here as I'm getting a little bit older, and I realize that it doesn't get easier as you get older, as I'm sure you're well aware. But over the past few years, I've been working, trying to get up my mileage. So I like to run at least one more marathon. And what I know from my experience in doing distance running is that if you want to run a 26.2-mile race, it's not something that you think about, you fantasize about, you dream of, and then one day you get up and you go and do it. It doesn't work that way. There is a lot of work between the time that you decide it's something you would like to do and the time you actually execute. And there's a plan in between. And there's very much a similarity between that and operating a voiceover business and growing your voiceover career. You certainly need to have the goal. You need to have the dream and the desire. Then you need a roadmap, a plan. But then, and from running marathons, I know this to be true. The day-to-day is the nitty-gritty. It's the not so glamorous, not so sexy, not so fun part of any endeavor. If you want to do anything of any value and of any worth, you've got to dig it out. Now, there will be some days where it seems pure joy and pure fun, but there will be other days where you say, why in the world did I get myself into this? Because it's not always fun, and it's not always easy. But you have to develop the daily disciplines to be able to execute the plan, whether it's making the phone calls, whether it's sending the emails, whether it's doing the coaching sessions, or whatever those things may be. And they may not seem like a lot of fun at the time. What's a lot of fun is getting checks from your clients in the mail. That's what's fun. Frankly, my favorite time of the day is the time that the postman comes, because for me, it feels like Christmas every day. I can't wait to go out and see what the postman brought me today. But there's a lot of work that happens between those checks. And I have to keep executing every day if I want those checks to continue coming in. So do you have the tenacity? Do you have the thick skin? Have you developed the wherewithal, the stamina to be able to execute the things that you have to do every day to be able to achieve the career, the business of your dreams? Well, I'm here to tell you that you can do it. It's not a question of whether you can do it or not. It's a matter of whether if you're willing to do what it takes. And I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that this is not just something you roll out of bed one day and say, hey, I think I'm going to be a successful voice talent. It's not. It doesn't work that easily. Nothing worthwhile works that easily. There's a lot of hard work. But the good news is it is attainable. If you've got the technical audio quality, if you've got the performance skills, if you've got a plan, and if you are willing to execute. Hey, I wish you great success. I hope you found this series helpful. If you've liked it, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll share this information with your friends through social media and help them, give them some encouragement and some direction to help them to achieve their dreams and their goals as it relates to voiceover. And by the way, the stuff that we talk about here relates to a lot of areas other than voiceover. I think you know that. Hey, don't forget to check out my Spring Fever voiceover sale at springfeversale.com, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.